Lee Brook went through months of reconstructive surgery, including a 24-hour procedure. Lee Brook has been left unable to control tears. KDVR screen grab: a man who had his nose and mouth torn off by a bear has had his face reconstructed by surgeons. Lee Brook was hunting for elk in the mountains near Dubois, Wyoming, when he encountered the grizzly struck in October 2016. Having shot one of the creatures, he returned to the scene the following day to find the corpse was covered in debris, a sign the animal had been claimed by a bear. As he turned around, the bear struck, tearing away at his face with its giant claws. After briefly being knocked unconscious, the Pennsylvania native awoke to feel the creature sniffing his face and realized he was still in danger. Pulling out a steak knife, he slashed at the bear, forcing it to retreat. But Mr. Brook was left severely injured and alone, as he had been separated from his group. "I don't know that I would have been brave enough to stab her if I could see her," he told the KDVR news channel. "I had to lean in to stab her in the head. So I was this close to her nose." After hearing his cries for help, Mr. Brook's brother-in-law George Neal found him and found his detached nose and moustache, which he placed in Mr. Brook's pocket. "I took my t-shirt off. I tried to keep him warm. He was kind of shaking," Mr. Brook said. After he was rushed to the Swedish Medical Center in Englewood, Colorado, where he spent a month in a medical iron-induced coma. While fighting to keep him alive, doctors also managed to preserve a section of Mr. Brook's nose. He is now able to speak using a trachea tube, but can no longer control tears due to the damage the bear inflicted. Doctors Lily Daniali and Benson Policottle, part of the team who cared for Mr. Brook, said the patient went through months of reconstructive surgery, including one procedure which lasted 24 hours, as well as rehabilitation and psychological support for trauma. "We didn't just fix his body," Dr. Daniali said. "We really wanted to make sure that he recovered mentally." Doctors rebuilt the bones in Mr. Brook's face using leg bone and plan to rebuild Mr. Brook's face using cartilage from different body parts, including his rib and his ears. "I don't know how to say thank you," Mr. Brook said. More about Lee Brook Wyoming bear attack USA. Reuse content. We use cookies to enhance your visit to our site and to bring you advertisements that might interest you. Read our privacy and cookie policies to find out more.